Alright, so hi guys. I'm filming this on my bed because I thought it would be easier, but this is an extra little video that I came up with for Valentine's Day, which is tomorrow. And I thought for this extra little video, I would play some Valentine's lovey background music-y songs I have about love, while showing you my favorite ship drawings from all the sketchbooks that I have. And I have sketchbooks from now, and I'm in 7th grade now, all the way back to 5th grade. And I would show you all my favorite ship drawings from all of those sketchbooks, plus some other ship sketches. And these are like all the sketchbooks, but I'm only showing you the ship drawings for Valentine's Day. And it's only OC ship drawings. And the rules were I had to really like the piece back when I did it, or still really like the piece now for it to be on there. And it has to be OC related. And it can't just be hinted at an OC ship. It has to actually be the OC ship with both of the characters, or be blatantly the OC ship for other reasons. So let's start with whatever OC drawings I bookmarked in here. There's only one, so let's go to it. So for this one we have Belle, and it's supposed to be like a redraw of an older Belle piece I did, just like this, but I did it in pencil and I redrew it in markers, and it's supposed to be like the album cover for Rapunzel, with Rapunzel and Eugene all in her hair. And it's supposed to be like that because I tend to think of Beatrice as Rapunzel because she has such long hair. And it's Belle! Like, there's going to be a lot of Belle because Belle is my #1 OC ship, and it was the shit for the longest time. And now the shit is Nickson, okay? So, yeah. But Belle is still the #1 ship. I just draw more Nickson now. Sadly. So that's all that's in this one. And then let's move on to this one. And this one has older art in it, so don't judge me if there's older art, because I warned you in the beginning that this had older art. So the first one is Belle again, and they're supposed to be like at a ball, because Bill is supposed to be the demon prince. So he's like a demon prince because his brother's actually the demon king ruler. And that would make Beatrice the demon princess, so I decided to draw him as demon prince, and in the demon princess outfit. Or demon queen, I don't know. But whatever. It's just because that. And it's Belle again, and I think this is really detailed, but I lost interest in it. Even though looking back on it, I like it, but at the time, I didn't like it. And then this one, I believe this is the only other one. There might be one more in here. But this one is Belle as well, and Belle's just like covering Beatrice's eyes adorably. And I think it's really cute looking for Belle, and yeah, it's very romantic and lovey and all what Valentine's Day is about. I hope this pumps you up to be romantic. Let's see, is there anything else in here? I bent a page, so this as well. It's more Belle, and it's really cute, and like Beatrice is sniffing Belle because he probably put on new cologne or something, and it is just super adorable. Belle-zy loves thee! But it's older art, so of course, but it's Belle-zy love. And then let's go with ships in here. What is the first one? No, this is the first one. And this is Handip. It's underwater Handip. So Hannah is kissing Dipper underwater because Handip is my OC Hannah shipped with Dipper Pines. Don't judge me, okay? Like, I know everyone ships their OCs with Dipper, but I do it too because I made this ship way back when I was completely stereotypical trash, but now I am not. So if I had to ship Hannah with somebody now, it probably would not be Dipper, because I probably wouldn't think to do that. But because way back when I started Hannah, I shipped her with Dipper, I still ship it to this day because it was the start ship. And I usually don't change something once I make a canon for my OCs. I usually just suck it up and live with it. Because in life, everything can't be how you like it to be. And I don't like that she shipped with Dipper at times because it's too stereotypical. But I still ship it hardcore, so don't judge me. But this is underwater underwater Hannah and Dipper kissing because Handip is amazing, and it is the second best shit after Nickson. Like, Nickson is the second shit after Belle, and then Handip comes in third place for the best OC ship. So that's not even. And then this is more Belle, but it's from back view, and they're like putting their arms around each other, and there's like a little heart, and it is so cute. And like, I was so much freaking better at charcoal or graphite drawings than I am now. Like, I cannot do this shit with graphite that I did here, which is really weird because I got so much better at drawing than I did here, but I was so good at graphite. Like, I need to get back on that shit. And I'm swearing a lot, and I'm sorry, but let's not. This is just really cute Belle, though, because everyone needs Belle in their life. Like, send me all the Belle, and I'll love you. Just send me Belle and Nickson for Valentine's Day, and you'll be my new best friend. Actually, send me the Nickson stuff, because I haven't gotten any Nickson fan art. And then this is like the very first sketchbook I ever had, but even back then we had the OC ships. Even though Belle was not an OC ship back then, only Handip was. That was the only OC ship I had. So that's probably all that you're going to see from this one is Handip. Yep, Handip. And it's all in anime style, because anime was like my first art style, because I didn't know that other styles of art existed. I thought anime was the only cartoon style that existed, because I was an idiot. I thought anime and Gravity Falls were the only two cartoon styles to exist, because I'm an idiot. But this is Handip, and they are hugging. Well, they're not hugging. They're holding hands, and I like the coloring on this, and I think it's good, and I probably could draw better now, but for back then, this is a really, really good piece for the time. Plus, it's fully finished, and fully finished pieces are gonna look good regardless of when I drew them, because everything looks better when it's fully finished. So if you think your art's looking bad now, just slap color on it and it'll look 10 times better. Like, I kid you not, if you just add color to any sketch you're doing that you don't like, it'll just automatically look good. I swear. And then this is, now they're hugging. This is Handip again, and they're hugging because I don't know if they'd hug as a ship. I haven't really figured out their ship chemistry. I'm very on the edge about their ship chemistry. I don't know how they'd act as a ship, because I haven't developed it yet, because they're still kids, and they wouldn't actually become a ship until they're teens. But they're still both 12 in canon roleplay timeline. But yeah, this is them hugging, and it's cute, except those legs. I messed up those legs, so let's not. And this is them kissing. I like this one because it inspired me to do two different redraws of it. I redrew the kissing scene with Bill and Beatrice once in another sketchbook, and then I redrew that with Bill and Beatrice in another sketchbook. So because of this one piece of art, I redrew it with Belle twice. So since this inspired two Belle pieces, I figured that it had to be included here, because it is that good. That freaking good. And, yeah. I think I did kissing good here. I like how I did the chins, but I used a tutorial, so of course. Oh. Rip. Bananas. Then, we have this sketchbook. This is also an older sketchbook, so don't judge me. Here we have Bill and Beatrice, and Bill is supposed to be like the bad one, and he's like in hell, and Beatrice is the nicer one, because Bill's a demon, and Beatrice is more of like a sweeter, motherly human. So that's what this is, and it's Belle, and it's fully colored, so that's why we have it, because fully colored shit is gonna look good. Like, take my advice. I have tested that theory multiple times. Then we have some Handip stuff here, and this is a joke on the Wumbo thing. Like, you can pause and read this, but it is a Handip joke thing, and I thought it was funny enough to include. And this is another Handip joke thing that I thought was funny enough to include, because I realized I did not have enough Handip pictures, and most of it was Belle, so I needed to add a few more Handip stuff. So I included these, even though they're not the best art, because I like the dialogue. Actually. And then this is, like I said, how the Handip kissing thing inspired me to redraw it with Bill and Beatrice. I redrew it with Bill and Beatrice here, and it is good, and they look cute. The only thing I don't like is the purple on the eyelids, but I did that for shading. That is not shading. Good job, younger me. I don't know what shading is, but that ain't it. But I still like this one. It came out nice. And I used sparkly gel pen, like, because I'm trash for the hair. And then this, I was inspired by Zoe Marinaire to do Beatrice Pregnant, because I was looking through her sketchbook updates, And in one of them, she drew her OC pregnant with children. I thought that was adorable. So I drew Beatrice like that. And you can pause and read this, but it's just Beatrice and Bill. And it's Belle. And Beatrice is pregnant. And then she's holding Hannah here. And there's just like a bunch of little Hannah and Sophia around Beatrice being pregnant. Because I want to think how that would go down. Because I was thinking around this time that Bill and Beatrice pregnant was cute. And, like, for, like, a few months after that, I couldn't stop thinking about how cute they'd be pregnant. Because Beatrice would be really cute waiting for her children to arrive. She'd also be an angry bitch. And just scream 24/7. And cry, because she can't handle pain. So she screams at Bill to handle her own pain. Well, let's go with that. But this is cute, in my opinion, because it's cute Belle. And then we have this. There's only one thing in here that I actually like. This is like one of 2 sketches that I actually like in the sketchbook. The rest of them are trash, but I'm not going to show you the other one because it's not ship-related, or OC ship-related at least. But this is Belle, and it is Bill and Beatrice on their prom night, because I like to imagine Bill and Beatrice as teenagers, because their ship was so cute as teenagers. Because they were really cute teenagers, but they were your stereotypical 80s romance movie teenagers. That's what they were. The stereotypical 80s romance teenagers, I swear. And, yeah. And you can always tell that I'm drawing them as teenagers when I give Beatrice this hairstyle, because this was her hairstyle as a teenager, because she was a teenager around in, like, the 80s or 90s. I haven't decided exactly what time period, but something like the 80s or 90s. Something along those time period lines. They were teenagers. And, yeah. I like this one. I think it's cute. And it's their prom. Except I really need to get better with those hand movements. I'm still bad at hand movements to this day. I wonder why. Bruh. But this is cute. It's so Belle. And then this. I don't even know what I'm going to do. Oh, this. This is a fully colored piece. And I really like this one. And for the longest time, it was one of 3 of my very favorite Belle pieces ever. I mean, I got over that because I realized that some of the coloring looks trashy, but I liked it for the longest time. And it is amazing. And I only got over the fact that I can do better than this about, like, 3 or 4 months ago. So, yeah. But this is really cute, and they're kissing. And this was based off something I saw Ruby and Sapphire do. But I redrew that as Belle because I used to think that Ruby and Sapphire was the epitome of Belle, and everything Ruby and Sapphire did, Bill and Beatrice would do, because they were cute like that. But now I just go, Ruby and Sapphire are gay, and Nick and Nickson are gay. Ruby and Sapphire is just about as gay as fuck as Nick and Nickson. So now, because I have gays, I totally associate Ruby and Sapphire with Nick and Nickson, because they're both gay ships. But I still think a lot of things Ruby and Sapphire do, Bill and Beatrice would do, adorably. And then, oh, this is Handip, and it's Hannah and Dipper kissing, because they're so cute. Like, yes. And, like I said, I was so much better with graphite back then. Like, my god, I could not do this with graphite now. I need to get back on this graphite shit, please. But this is amazing, and they're kissing, and it's so cute. And I don't even think I had a reference for this. So, for doing this just out of my head, this is really good. For just on a whim out of my head. It is amazing. And I love it. And I need to do more Handip, because I haven't drawn Handip in like 4 months. Actually, maybe even longer. I don't think I drew Handip since before December. Or it might have... Yeah, sometime before December. That's the last time I drew Handip. I gotta get back on the Handip shit. Then in this sketchbook, let's see what we have in here. Only one thing. Oh, this is Handip, but it's part of an alternate AU. And in this AU, Dipper goes to war because he's, like, drafted into war, or he just decides to go to war for whatever reason, drafted into war or whatnot, and he goes into this war, but he dies fighting in the war, and Hannah has to live with the regret of him dying in the war. So she dresses up like a boy to go fight the war to avenge Dipper. To avenge on the people who killed Dipper in the war. So she dresses up like a boy and legally goes into the war to fight for Dipper. In a Handip scenario, But at the same time, I'm thinking about making it canon in this AU that she's also pregnant with children. So if she dies in the war, not only does she die, but her children die. And Bill and Beatrice would not support her, like, illegally going to war. Because they don't want their baby to die. And they try and talk her out of it, but she won't be talked out of it because she's so upset, angry, depressed, and holding a grudge on them for killing her only husband, like the only person she ever loved. And I actually need to do a speed paint of this AU at some point on this account. That's on my list of things I need to do a speed paint for. Because this is, like, one of my favorite AUs ever. Like, seriously. And I know Hannah looks, like, really young in this, but she's actually supposed to be an adult.